Next intervention I want to talk about is concretization. So concretization is where we take something that's invisible or non-physical and we use an object to represent it or to symbolize it. For example, we might ask the protagonist to choose an object in the room here to represent your courage. And they might look around and they might say, I'm going to choose this object here to represent my courage. And we might ask them to place the object nearby so that they can have a reminder of their courage throughout the psychodrama. Or we might ask them to reverse roles with the object and to speak to themselves from that voice of courage. So concretization can be really a powerful tool in that it allows us to externalize parts of ourselves or feelings or thoughts or beliefs or even trauma or mental health symptoms. We could ask the protagonist to choose an object to represent their fear, choose an object to represent shame, choose an object to represent your defense mechanism that keeps coming up, the wall that blocks you off from connecting with others. And concretization can give the protagonist a sense of control over some of these symptoms or feelings that might feel really overwhelming or overpowering internally. It helps them differentiate themselves from their feelings or symptoms or defenses, or even their trauma. Concretization is about symbolic representation, and it provides a bridge between the internal reality of the protagonist and the external reality of the group. Concretization is really useful for trauma-focused and trauma-informed psychodrama in that it allows a reorganization of internalized parts of ourself. We could even use concretization in one-to-one psychodrama and have the client choose different objects to represent different parts of themselves, and then to speak to those different parts, to rearrange those parts of themselves in a different proximity or relationship to each other or to themselves. It really helps the protagonist provide a sense of control, a sense of renegotiation, distance and closeness, and a reorganization of what they're experiencing internally. It also can provide a reminder and a deepening of relationship with their strengths or with supportive roles in psychodrama work. So I often will have clients or protagonists choose objects to concretize different strengths or supports that they might need in order to face and heal from trauma. Choose an object to represent a new perspective, and the protagonist might choose, I have camera lenses around, so might choose a camera lens to represent new perspective. And I might have the protagonist reverse roles with the camera lens, representing new perspective, and to speak to themselves from new perspectives, to deepen their post-traumatic growth, or to deepen their understanding or awareness, or to help them see the situation or see themselves from new perspectives. So concretization is a really fundamental psychodrama tool, and it's one of those interventions that you could probably start using earlier in your psychodrama training before you start using other things like role reversal.